always a good feeling. It's always a good feeling. The last one.
When somebody else says, after you get there, they are all there.
What are the favorite command questions you've ever seen playing for Thomas? Any ones that stand out?
Not even just this tournament, anytime.
Stand and sing all over for Christmas.
Nice.
There was, where was
Caesar gets stabbed to death and pretend to be like.
Yeah.
That's also excellent.
That was a bonus on a question where the toss-up was like to hide under a table, and so I hope the enemies don't find me.
Amazing. All right, are we taking notes for like, yeah. Can we get this? No.
Oh, there was one profoundly weird and a little creepy one, so I wouldn't copy it, where it was like, give the moderator your phone number or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Yeah,
we're gonna go for that
one
one.
of the like touch, like one of the things on the stand up and clean like touch like the moderator's table, like everyone was kind of like, really about doing that. Like,
Yeah,
no,
that's
people
kind of
like
weird.
actually want us to come up with.
You don't want to turn this down, right? Do have to go ahead.
That might be the one that you explain what you do. All right, we are ready to go. Everybody ready? All right, toss-up number one for everyone. What author, whose work contains the Banquet of Grani?
Be free.
Answer, please.
Seneca?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
C2.
Lucilius?
Lucilius is correct. The rest of the question, what author whose work contains the Banquet of Granius and attacks against Lentulus Lupus was the first man of an aristocratic family to become a writer and wrote 30 books of satires? First bonus, Lucilius was a member of what man's literary circle, which also included Terence, Panaetius, and Laelius?
Scipio Aemilianus, mine.
Yep. And your second bonus, Lucilius was known to be the first satirist to write in what meter, which became the standard meter for satire from then on?
A dectylhexameter, fine.
Very nice. Okay, toss-up number two for everyone. Distinguish in meaning between the verbs colo and co.
C2.
Kolo is like to worship, and kogo is like to compel.
Mm-hmm. Colo and kogo. Your first bonus, distinguish in meaning between the verbs fingo and figo.
So fingo is to like pretend, and figo is to fix. Okay, fingo is to pretend, and figo is to fix. Wow.
We got our Virgilian definitions on tonight. Yes, that's correct. Your second bonus, distinguish in meaning between the verbs minuo and minor.
So minuo is to lessen, and minor is to threaten. Right?
Yeah.
Minuo is to lessen, and minor is to threaten.
Very good. All right, toss-up number three for everyone. In a mausoleum on the Via Praenestina, what emperor buried his mother, the influential Augusta?
A3.
Nero?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
B1.
Trajan?
No. All right, now we'll finish up. In a mausoleum on the Via Praenestina, what emperor buried his mother, the influential Augusta Helena, and later followed her in adopting the Christian faith, though he didn't
C4.
Constantine the Great?
He didn't convert until his death in 337 AD. Your first bonus, what man divorced Helena in order to marry Maximian's stepdaughter to help solidify the tetrarchy in 293 AD?
Can you repeat?
What man divorced Helena in order to marry Maximian's stepdaughter to help solidify the tetrarchy in 293 BC? Audience, can you please, no noise.
Constantius Chlorus. Wow.
Yep. And your second bonus, what daughter of Diocletian did Galerius marry in the same year? Answer, please.
Prisca.
Valeria.
It's hilarious. It's right.
Okay, toss up four for everyone. What sort of event from which the voices of cranes helped Megaris flee caused an oracle of Themis to say, "Throw your mother's bones"?
B4.
A flood.
Flood is correct. Flood or a deluge. Throw your mother's bones over your shoulder to Deucalion and Pyrrha. Your first bonus. On what mountain did Deucalion and Pyrrha land after their long voyage?
I think there's Ida. I actually don't remember. I don't remember.
Go with it, whatever you think.
Mount Ida, final answer.
Parnassus.
Ah.
Your second bonus. What creatures who invented the making of statues of the gods fled to Asia after divining the coming of this flood?
Wow.
Can you repeat?
What creatures who invented the making of statues of the gods fled to Asia after divining the coming of this flood?
Okay, it has to be something smart.
Like Cyclops.
Cyclops? Oh, Cyclops.
Okay, Cyclops.
Telekinesis. Okay. Toss up 5 for everyone. Listen to the following passage about Grimace, or Vultus Distortus, which I will read twice, then answer the question that follows in English. Olim erat animal magnum rotundum et purpureum nomine vultus distortus. Illud lacte glaciali bibendo tom fruebatur ut saepe homines aliquid bibentes sequeretur et pocula raperet. Sed non multi irascebantur propter benedictatem vultus distorti. Ergo, die eus natali, genus novum lactis glacialis factum est, tam dulce et tam purpureum, quam hoc animal insolitum. Back to the top. Olim erat animal magnum rotundum et purpureum nomine vultus distortus. Illud lacte glaciali bibendo tam fruebatur ut saepe homines aliquid bibentes sequeretur et pocula raperet. Sed non multi irascebantur propter benedictatem vultus distorti. Ergo, die eus natali, genus novum lactis glacialis factum est, tam dulce et tam purpureum, quam hoc animal insolitum. The question, what kind of people...
C2.
Like the people who want to drink.
Can't take that. So I'll finish the question. The question...
B2.
Kind of people.
Can't take that. So what kind of people would the strange creature follow?
Could you repeat the passage?
No. A3.
People with milk?
Do you have an opinion on any of those answers?
I might give Bodhi to A and C just in case.
Okay. All right. So, you all got something to write with? I'll tell you in a second. Okay, so we got things right. Okay, so we were looking for people drinking something.
Can you repeat what you just said?
People drinking something? Yeah. Okay, so team A and C, if you would please write down the answers to the bonuses. Okay, and we'll come look at them and make sure, and then we'll decide what's going on. All right, the first bonus. Why were most people not angry when Grimace stole their cups?
Can I say repeat? Listen.
Sure. Why were most people not angry when Grimace stole? Oh, pardon me.
Can you ask repeat the word with like a Ross score in it?
Yes. Sed non multi irascebantur propter benedictatem vultus distorti. What is that?
You're allowed to confirm.
Yeah, it's your bonus. Okay. Yeah, sorry.
You just have to write.
Yeah. All right, you want to put that one? Yeah, this one. All right, so let's call time. Okay. All right, bonus number 2.
Oh, can I just
Oh.
record to say, well,
Yes, sorry.
Where's there?
So the answer should have been because of his niceness or kindness. So not over here, yes over there?
Yes over here?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, bonus number 2. The passage continues. Quaidam puella, felicem natalem, vultus distorte, exclamavit, et poculum purpureum hausit. Sed nescivit se nunquam aliquid plus locuturam ab potionem nefastam. What did the girl not know after wishing Grimace a happy birthday?
Could you repeat it?
The whole thing? Yeah. The passage continues. Quaidam puella, felicem natalem, vultus distorte, exclamavit, et poculum purpureum hausit. Sed nescivit se nunquam aliquid plus locuturam ad potionem nefastam. Ehu. All right, it's called time. What you got?
See that the treaty status up here?
Got it?
That the drink was stuff.
Okay, so what should have been was that she would never say anything else, that those were her last words. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I ask
Evil
what
magic, you didn't even know.
my team said on the
Uh-huh.
toss-up?
On the toss.
Oh, on the toss-ups,
I heard people going to drink.
People going to drink,
wanting to drink.
Oh,
People
wanting to drink? Okay, that's far away.
Yeah.
Thank you.
not starting.
How is that different from the accepted answer?
Because like,
I'm not sure there's any, because they are drinking. It wasn't that they wanted to, they actually are. He's following them around because they're drinking.
It's certainly one we're going to check out.
But, yeah,
We'll let you know the outcome.
There is a whole room of us that gets together and talks about these. So, all right. Thank you all very much. Have you, any of you had the purple
For now.
moon?
I've had it.
It is sugar. I will tell you that much.
That's
All right. After 5 toss-ups.
Team A, Maryland has yet to score. Team B, Pennsylvania has 10, and Team C, Wisconsin has 45.
Okay.
Wait, shouldn't it?
yeah, shouldn't it be 55?
Is it what?
Because we could.
You haven't done anything for number 5 yet.
No, but they got 20, they got the first 2, they got
Oh,
40.
yeah, there's 10 more.
And then 3, they got,
Sorry.
You got a 15 on the.
Thank you. Thank you.
so it's 55, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Number 6. Ready? All right, toss-up number 6 for everyone. What man held the cura annoni as quaestor in Ostia before becoming tribune and passing a lex apulea de maiet?
A2.
Tiberius Gracchus.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. We'll start over. What man held the cura annoni as quaestor in Ostia before becoming tribune and passing a lex apulea de maestate, which punished Servilius Caepio for the disaster at Arausio? He ultimately was the target of a senatus
C2.
Saturninus.
Saturninus is correct. A senatus consultum ultimum wielded by Marius for instigating mob violence. Your first bonus. What ally of Saturninus attempted to illegally run for the consulship of 99 BC and was killed during the upheaval of the senatus consultum ultimum?
Yeah. She's yeah.
Glaucia.
Glaucia is correct. Your second bonus. What consul of 115 BC and author of an autobiography, the De Vita Sua, had superseded Saturninus's cura annoni, which helped turn Saturninus against the nobility?
I'm just gonna say go.
I know, but maybe it's like Lutatius could tell us. 'Cause, he might have been we might have read something.
Okay.
Answer, please.
Quintus Lutatius Catullus.
Scaurus.
I mean, it's good.
Marcus Aemilius Scaurus.
So that was me.
So they got the first one, not the second. Okay. Toss-up number 7 for everyone. What man was inspired by the teeth in a snake's jawbone?
C3.
Perdix.
Perdix is correct. to create the saw, causing him to be flung off the Acropolis and turned into a partridge when his uncle Daedalus got jealous. Your first bonus. What was the name of Daedalus' sister, the mother of this young inventor?
Sisters.
I'll defer to.
Is this like
Time.
Tonaway?
No, it's also Perdix.
Right.
I know. All right, your second bonus. Name either of the other two inventions with which this young inventor was sometimes credited.
You have like the wax wheels, the maze. I know, sorry, never mind.
Answer, please.
Wheel,
Is that your complete answer?
spinning wheel.
Okay, I can't take that. So a potter's wheel and a compass. Yeah. Okay. Toss-up number 8 for everyone. Stylistic asymmetry or in...
B1.
Answer, please.
Salaf.
Sounds correct. Stylistic asymmetry or inconcinitas characterizes the works of what author who wrote a historical work in monographic form on the war against Catiline? Your first bonus, Sallust wrote another historical monograph on the wars against what foreign ruler?
Can you repeat?
Sallust wrote another...
The top, I'm sorry.
The whole thing? Stylistic asymmetry or inconcinitas characterizes the works of what author who wrote a historical work in monographic form on the war against Catiline?
Okay. Jugurtha. Defer to Jugurtha?
Yeah. And your second bonus, what work of Sallust is incomplete and narrates events from 78 to 67 BC?
Historia?
Okay. Toss-up number 9 for everyone. In the English sentence, if we were present at...
B3.
Present contrary to fact.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. All right, I'll repeat for everyone else. In the English sentence, if we were present at school, we would be happy. Say in Latin, we would be happy.
C2.
Laiti asemos.
Laetiasamus will work. Okay. Your first bonus. Now translate this sentence into English. Nisi magister homo maximi sapientiae fuisset de spera visemus.
Can you repeat the sentence, please?
Nisi magister homo maximi sapientiae fuisset de spera visemus.
So unless the teacher would have been a man.
What would have been the greatest?
Start the answer.
Unless the teacher would have been a man of great wisdom, of the greatest wisdom, we would have despair.
Repeat the very, what'd you say? The very first part, unless,
Unless the teacher would have been a man of great wisdom, we would have despair.
You said greatest
Yeah,
wisdom.
greatest wisdom.
yeah.
Greatest.
I heard great wisdom first and then completed words and corrected to the greatest wisdom, so I don't think by the rules we usually wouldn't take it, but we can certainly talk about it and double check.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
did I correct it fast enough?
You finished
So,
completely.
if you complete the word, and you like go on to the next, yeah. Okay, all right, but we've written it down. We're gonna not give it right now. 5 points might show up later. Your second bonus. Now translate this sentence into English. Si quid augere velitis, tantum numina petatis.
So,
Can you repeat the last one?
Petatis.
so if what was the verb? So if you should want to do something, right? If you want to do that, you would see
All right, how much of that is directed at me? Start
Just-
directing answer at me.
Okay, if you should want to do that, you would seek the
Divine.
you would seek so much divine will.
Not quite. Close, but not quite. So if you all want to do anything, you should just ask the gods. So tantum here is just, merely, only, something like that. Okay. Toss-up number 10 for everybody. When recognized by the moderator, perform or describe the following commands, keeping in mind to be safe. Soleam tuam remove et tutissime eam yace.
C2.
Just for safety, I'll describe what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my shoes off and throw them in the most safe manner.
I'm sorry, I can't take that. B2.
Also describe, I would take only one shoe off and throw it in the most safe way. Okay.
Yeah, just one shoe. And nobody threw shoes at me, so I appreciate that. All right, your first bonus. Multipliciter pulsate manu vestra manum alias hominis.
Push hands against each other.
Can you please repeat?
Multipliciter pulsate manu vestra manum alias hominis.
Man, like just like don't fist
Oh, okay, yeah. Multi, okay.
Many times.
Okay. Final answer.
Yes, very good. Your second bonus. Quinquiens plaudite et dicite amblice eamus aquilae.
Let's do something 5 times.
Let's clap 5 times and let's
Can
go.
you repeat?
What
Can you please spell the last word?
Quinquiens plaudite et dicite amblice eamus aquilae. A-Q-U-I-L-A.
Let's go Eagles.
Yeah, let's go Eagles. Right?
5 times. Wait, was it?
Let us,
it was
let's,
all
let
of
us,
us?
yeah, let's go Eagles.
Okay, 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's go Eagles.
Very good.
I'm saying.
I think we had a pattern in those.
Oh,
Very good.
Oh,
Wow.
that's nice to improve less without turning.
Yeah. For the second bonus, we kind of intended that you would like high five people, but
Oh.
they worked. It worked.
It clapped.
Okay, after 10.
Team A, Maryland, has yet to score. Team B, Pennsylvania, has 50, and Team C, Wisconsin, has 90.
All right. Make sure the back of the room is settled. Okay, toss up 11 for everyone. Change the Latin phrase idem locus to the genitive.
C2.
Eustem Loki.
To the genitive singular, which means of the same place. Your first bonus, change the Latin phrase idem locus to the nominative plural, which means the same places.
Yeah, Luca. Goes Luca. Yeah. And then it's ganz new. What's the new plural?
Answer, please.
Eadem Loca.
That'll work. Your second bonus, now using a comparative form of idoneus, say in Latin, there are more suitable places.
So there are more students. Sunt magis idonea loca.
Mhm. You could have also done all of these with idem loci and
Yeah.
idonei loci, but yeah, very good. Okay, toss up number 12 for everybody. What abbreviation originally comes from the 2-word Latin phrase videre licet?
B3.
V-I-Z period.
Videre licet, which is contracted to the single word vide licet, meaning namely, V-I-Z period. Your first bonus, give the Latin for the abbreviation Q period S period. used on prescriptions to indicate the pharmacist should dispense an amount suitable for the need.
Quote does that sound
Is there suitable? Yes.
Answer, please.
Quantum.
That's quantum sufficit or
Oh,
quantum
sufficit.
satis.
Yeah.
Your second bonus, coins of the late Queen Elizabeth II bear the inscription DG Reg FD. Give the Latin and English for either DG or FD.
something with God probably?
Oh, FD should be defensor of faith. Defender of faith.
What is it?
Fidei defensor.
Just get defender of faith because it's English. Are we good?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Defender of faith, fidei defensor.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It's either
Nice.
or.
Her
we
in
don't do both,
particular,
right?
de
With
consatis.
the
Yes, that's fine.
English and Latin.
Oh,
DG is Dei Gratia,
Okay.
by the grace of God. Yeah. Okay, toss up 13 for everyone. What work dedicated to Gaius Memmius?
B3.
De Rerum Natura.
Nice. Correct. Dedicated to Gaius Memmius, expounds on Epicureanism and provides explanations for various physical and natural phenomena in 6 books of Dactylic Examiner and was written by Lucretius. Your first bonus, the preface of the De Rerum Natura contains an address to what goddess?
Venus.
Venus Beatrix. Your second bonus, according to Jerome, the De Rerum Natura was revised and published by what author?
It should be Cicero.
Defer him. Cicero? Nice.
Should be and it is.
Yes.
It's nice when things work out like that. Okay, toss up 14 for everyone. After slaying the chieftain Deldo,
B1.
this is correct, of the Bastarnae in a single combat, what grandson of a triumvir was denied the honor of the spolia opima by Octavian? Your first bonus, what prefect of Egypt was recalled by Octavian in 29 BC for setting up statues of himself?
Egypt. Is it Gallus?
Just go. No,
Setting up
don't.
statues of himself. It's not Cornelius Gallus, I don't think.
Isn't it like Marcus? Like who's the first one?
Cornelius Gallus is the first.
Answer, please.
Okay.
We don't have
Cornelius Gallus.
Mhm.
Oh,
See,
that's right.
nice.
Your second bonus, before his suicide, Cornelius Gallus had pushed the frontier of Roman Egypt down to the first cataract of the Nile. In 25 BC, what title was used for the Queen of Ethiopia who attacked the Romans there?
Candace. Go with it. Defer him.
Candace.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, but yeah, very good. Yeah, no, it's exactly like Candace. All right, toss up 15 for all of us. What mythological location do characters leave through a gate of ivory after,
B2.
The underworld.
after a parade of heroes is shown by the Sibyl and the deceased of Anchises to Aeneas? Your first bonus, in the Aeneid, Aeneas reaches the underworld by entering a cave near what lake?
Oh, entering
Oh my god.
It's near the Canadian Civil.
a cave. It's a river.
No, it's, I don't think it's the
Well, that's not
Can you
like.
repeat it?
In the Aeneid, Aeneas reaches the underworld by entering a cave near what lake? Answer, please.
If you sign like final answer.
Avernus, Lake Avernus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Your second bonus. In the underworld, Aeneas sees what person, now a woman, once a young man, returned by her fate to her own form again?
Or wasn't the Syrian that you said he got turned into a woman?
Tiresias?
Like an old dude.
Yeah, but he didn't
We
like
were
die,
playing-
I don't think.
In the underworld, Aeneas sees what person, now a woman, once a young man, returned to her fate by her own form again? Returned by her fate to her own form again. Answer,
Let's
please.
go with Tiresias.
Tiresias.
Kindness.
Never heard that one.
Okay, after 15.
Team A, Maryland, has yet to score. Team B, Pennsylvania, 115. Team C, Wisconsin, 110.
Okay. All right, toss up 16 for everybody. Identify the author of the following scene from Latin literature. Erat Messeni classemque imperio praesens
B2.
Julius Caesar.
sorry, that's incorrect. Start over. Identify the author of the following scene from Latin literature. Erat misseni classemque imperio praesens regebat. Nonum calendas septembres. Hora,
A2.
I'm sorry, it's also incorrect. I'm just gonna start that sentence. Nonum calendas septembres. Hora fere septima mater mea indicat. Ei apparere nubem inusitata et magnitudine et specie. Nubes incertum procul intuentibus ex quo monte. Vesuvium fuisse
C4.
Pliny the Elder.
sorry, that's incorrect. It's the other one. Pliny the Younger. Vesuvium fuisse postea cognitum est oriebatur. Oh, we don't get the visual.
No.
We'll show it.
Can we show it?
Okay, here's the visual. Tell you what, at the end, we can talk about the bonuses that we're gonna go with that. But for right now, we're gonna read some, number 17 for everybody. Okay. Rationalized by Pausanias as a female bandit on Mount Ficium, what strangler asked Boeotius?
B4.
Archelaus,
Nope. Okay. So, rationalized by Pausanias as a female bandit on Mount Ficium, what strangler asked Boeotian travelers a cryptic riddle?
C3.
Sphinx.
The Sphinx is correct, to which Oedipus gave the answer of man. Your first bonus, what man was usually identified as the last victim of the Sphinx? Haimon is correct. Your second bonus, according to one story, Hera sent the Sphinx to punish thieves when they did not punish Laius for abducting what youth?
Chrysippus?
Yep, Chrysippus, very good. All right. Toss up 18 for everyone. Give the Latin verb and its meaning from which we derive entreatment.
C2.
Answer, please.
Dough to give.
No. I'll start over. Give the Latin verb and its meaning from which we derive entreatment, portrait, trace, and trailer.
B2.
Traho meaning to drag.
Yes. Traho, drag. Your first bonus. What derivative of traho is defined as a written work dealing comprehensively with a subject?
A treatise.
A treatise?
Wow, that was nice.
Treatise.
A treatise or a tract. Yep. And your second bonus, what derivative of traho and a Latin prefix meaning apart is defined as deeply upset?
What's the part? Absconded or something like that? What's
Can you please repeat?
The
apart?
derivative of traho and a Latin prefix meaning apart is defined as deeply upset.
What's apart?
Answer, please.
No answer.
Distraught.
Distraught.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Kind of getting it wrong makes you distraught. All right, toss up 19 for everyone. In Augustus's time, the financial burdens incurred from burials were lessened because of the creation of what structures, which allowed families to store their urns.
A2.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
B2.
Columbaria.
Columbaria is correct. Which allowed families to store their urns in one place and whose name derives from the Latin word for dove. Your first bonus. Before the introduction of columbaria, what hill in ancient Rome housed the mass graves of the plebeians known as puticuli? Before the introduction of columbaria, what hill in ancient Rome housed the mass graves of the plebeians known as puticuli?
No clue.
You have a nice idea.
Janiculum?
Yeah.
That sounds like a hill that could have it.
Answer, please.
Janiculum.
Esquiline.
Oh.
Your second bonus. What was the Latin term for the sacred boundary of Rome within which no one was allowed to be buried?
Palmer something, Palmer.
Can you repeat?
What was the Latin term for the sacred boundary of Rome within which no one was allowed to be buried?
I think it was a Pomerium. Pomerium.
Marion is correct. Alrighty, going into number 20.
Score check?
Team A, Maryland, has yet to score. Team B, Pennsylvania, has 145. Team C, Wisconsin, has 130.
Okay. Alright, toss-up number 20. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Certamen octo, nostris cum amicis gaudeamus.
C2.
At the 8th Certamen, let us rejoice with our friends.
I'm sorry, I can't take that.
A4.
Let us celebrate our 8th Certamen with friends.
So that's also correct.
B2.
In 8 competitions, let us rejoice with our friends.
So that word was ACTO, not OCTO?
AC.
Oh.
Everybody can
So it, with the Certamen having been finished, having been done, let us celebrate with our friends.
Oh.
All right, well done, y'all. So final score?
Team A, Maryland, has yet to score. Team B, Pennsylvania, 145. Team C, Wisconsin, 130.
I want to see what you could have done. I'll look at it the other
You answer questions.
We'll talk about that all together.
Answer questions.
Also, quick announcement on the way out, at 9 p.m. in this building will be the Certamen Open Forum.
Did you
I have a couple of flyers with QR codes.
you want?
It means
This is a time if anyone wants to ask questions about how Certamen's going or learn about some future cases that contemplated for the game. We'll be talking about a history syllabus, we'll be talking about potential local syllabus.